Hey there, I'm Jules. I'm a level 2 QHHT practitioner in Boulder, Colorado, and this is my second YouTube. And I'm very grateful for being allowed to share this session with you also today. They go back to almost like ancient Roman times as a woman warrior. And there's a lot of good information about remembering to be grateful for everything that we have. It's really easy to forget, especially in these times, to just be grateful for everything that we have, recognizing what's around us because we could lose it. So I hope you enjoy listening to the session. Hey there, I'm Jules. I'm a level 2 QHHT practitioner in Boulder, Colorado, and this is my second YouTube. And I'm very grateful for being allowed to share this session with you also today. Look around and tell me, what's the very first thing that you notice?
Feel like I see stone columns, maybe greaves.
So you see some stone columns. Describe them for me, please.
They're the kind that have square sides.
Okay.
Like it's several rocks stacked on top of each other with other rocks stacked on top of them. They gray and brown.
Gray and brown. So you see these gray and brown kind of square stone columns of rocks stacked on top of the other.
Yeah.
And what else do you notice past the column?
It's like a small entryway into a alley or town. And there's more buildings back here.
Beyond the column?
Beyond the columns.
And what do you notice to like either side of the columns? If you pick one side and look in that direction, what do you notice?
I see more buildings, more rocks, more big bricks.
Okay, so there's the stone columns, and around the stone columns are lots of other buildings.
Yes.
Is that right?
That's right.
Good. You're doing so good. And if you were to turn and look behind you, what do you notice in that direction, please?
I can see water, little mountains, hills more than mountains. Maybe what do you call that? Like a cove of water.
Okay, yeah. So behind you there's this cove of water and some mountains. And to the other side there's these stone columns and other buildings.
Yes.
Good. You're doing really good. If you were to look at your feet, what would you notice if you looked at your feet, please?
Sandals on my feet, and beneath my feet are cobblestone pathway.
And describe the sandals, please.
We have straps, braided straps, and leather, brown.
You're doing really good. So there's a cobblestone pathway that you're standing on too?
Yes, with like light beige cobbles, stones.
That makes sense. Yeah, you're doing so good. And if you move up the body, what do you notice on the torso area, please?
Well, I have clothes on. Feels like more like maybe a skirt. I want to say of leather.
That makes sense. So you have a leather skirt on. And on the torso? Just so the very first thing that comes to mind.
More leather.
Okay. And does the body feel male or female?
Still feels female.
Okay, and young or old?
young
Mm-hmm.
and strong.
Okay, good. And as you move up to the head area, you're doing so good. Just describe what you notice on the head area, please.
My hair is up.
Uh-huh. So you have hair that's pulled up?
Hair that's pulled up.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see what color.
That's okay. You're doing so good. And are you carrying anything?
I have a bag, a satchel,
Mm-hmm. Describe that, please.
more leather,
Uh-huh.
and it's very rough. So inside is just like raw leather.
Uh-huh.
Outside is like shiny leather.
Okay.
And I have it over my shoulder, over my body.
Okay.
I have a pouch in my bag
Okay.
of water, I think.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else in your bag?
I want to say there's a blade in my bag.
Okay. You're doing really, really good. And is there any jewelry or ornamentation on the body?
Lots of bracelets.
Uh-huh.
I have a necklace, a choker necklace.
Mm-hmm. And is there any significance to any of the necklaces or bracelets that you can recognize, that you notice?
I want to say they're like I've won these. They're not awards, but like accommodations,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm maybe a warrior.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. You're doing so good. Is there anything else that you'd like to mention?
I'm strong and I'm accomplished.
Yeah. Good. Doing so good. Now, let's just drift and flow to the place where you live in that lifetime, the place where you live in this lifetime you're viewing. Be there now. And now tell me, what do you notice, please?
It's square. Like the roof is flat.
Uh-huh.
The walls are, dirt or stone. It's like a modest, not a hut, but like
It's just a little house.
it's just a little house, that's right.
No, that makes sense. With a flat roof.
With a flat roof.
Mm-hmm.
I can see a window on the right.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a door, a
Mm-hmm.
wooden door.
Yeah.
And if I go inside the door, then I want to say the floor is dirt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, describe the inside as you go in. There's a dirt floor.
There's a dirt floor. There's a wood burning stove or some sort of stove on the left. That's what heats
Mm-hmm.
the house.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of furniture
Yeah.
in this house. There's some chairs, some wooden chairs.
Mm-hmm. Good. You're doing so, so good. Now, see yourself having a meal. Be there now, and now describe what you notice as you have a meal, please.
I'm at a table, sitting at a table,
Mm-hmm.
a wooden table.
Mm-hmm.
It's a small table. I think I maybe live here by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And the meal's in a bowl, like a pottery bowl.
Mm-hmm. And you're having this meal all by yourself?
By myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm eating with my hands, even though it's like some sort of rice or grain.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Yeah. You're doing so good. Is there anything else you'd like to mention as you look around this meal?
No, just that it seems like I am here by myself, and that's okay.
Yeah. Good. Now, you're doing so good. I'd like you to drift and float, floating and drifting. To what do you do with the majority of your time? How do you spend the majority of your days in this lifetime we are viewing? Be there now and tell me what you notice, please.
I feel like I am a soldier.
Mm-hmm.
I spend most of my days training or fighting,
Mm-hmm.
following orders.
Mm-hmm. And just describe everything that you're seeing. Are there others training with you?
Yes, there are others dressed similarly.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell who is giving us the orders, but we listen,
Uh-huh.
and we practice,
Uh-huh.
and we do what we're told.
Yeah. Okay. You're doing really, really good. So now I'd like you to leave that scene and just drift and float, floating and drifting to an important day in that lifetime that we are viewing. A day of importance where something is happening in the lifetime we are viewing, please. Be there now, and now tell me the very first thing that you notice.
I'm being awarded for something in battle, either courage or an accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm being recognized. I'm being given a symbol of gratitude.
And what are they giving you? Can you tell?
I want to say it's more jewelry,
Okay.
like a bracelet or a necklace,
Mm-hmm.
something that I'll keep with me
Yeah.
and wear, that others will recognize.
That you accomplished this. Uh-huh.
Yes.
That makes sense. And can you see what it is you accomplished? Why you're being awarded this?
I hear bravery,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't find the specific details of what I did.
Okay. And sometimes, just this is the important part they're showing you, and you're doing really good. So you're being awarded another piece of jewelry for having this bravery of this deed that you accomplished, so that other people will recognize what you have done.
Yes.
And tell me more about the scene. Are there lots of people there, or what do you notice, please?
There are lots of people here, other soldiers. I've been called forward for this recognition.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in front of this crowd, not part of the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I'm up on a stage, just definitely, up front with whoever is giving me this recognition.
Yeah. And are other people getting the same recognition, or is it just you?
It's just me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of energy.
Tell me more.
Like murmuring, and like there's a lot of people not really talking, but murmuring to each other. We're all standing on dirt. And I feel very proud for what I have done. And I'm happy for the recognition.
Yeah. I bet.
And we are all outside. I can't see where. There is stone around, more columns. It's kind of like we're in a amphitheater or like a place where we train and practice. We've been here before.
Good. You're doing really, really good. And then what happens next on this important day?
And then I go back home. Back to being by myself. But with my accomplishment.
Yeah. Good. And as you look at the scene that you're being shown, is there anything else about what you saw that you'd like to mention that jumps out as important?
I want to say not everybody believes that I deserve this. But I know I do.
Right.
And I'm very proud of it.
Yeah. Do you feel like that's what they were remembering about?
That could possibly be. I don't know if it's because I'm a woman and they don't believe that we're capable of this. But I do know I deserve it. Yeah. I did this accomplishment.
And how do you feel?
I feel very proud.
Yeah. Good. You're doing so good. Okay. Let's just leave that scene. We're going to drift and flow to another important day where there is information for you. Be there now, and now tell me what's the very first thing that you noticed.
I'm talking to a shop owner. I feel like we're in like they deal in potions and things that are not widely talked about. And I'm asking how I can achieve something, how I can be stronger. How can they help me?
And what do they say?
They give me something.
So they have potions. You're in like a potion shop and you're asking how to be stronger.
Totally.
And what do they give you? Can you tell?
I can't tell.
But you take something.
They give me something. I don't know if it's a liquid, like something I physically take, or if it's more of a spell, but it feels like the kind of shop where either is possible.
Yeah. You're doing really good. So you went to the shop to be stronger, better, accomplish more, and they gave you something. And what happens next?
It feels like I did it. I took it. I used it. Whatever they gave me. And maybe this is why I was able to achieve what I achieved. I don't know if I would have been able to do it on my own, but it doesn't mean I didn't do it.
Right. And do you mean, so it was how you were able to get the award?
Yes, I think so.
All right, you're doing so good. And so it gave you extra powers and you could achieve this award. But yes, you did it.
I did it. And I don't know if it feels like just strength,
Yeah.
like extra strength,
Mm-hmm.
physical strength.
Right. Yeah. You're doing really good. And what do you notice next?
He's warning me,
Who's warning you?
the shop owner.
Okay.
There are conditions
Mm-hmm.
for what I've asked to achieve, but I agree to them. It's not clear what they are, what those conditions are, but I eagerly agree to them and just decided that it's worth it.
Mm-hmm. You're doing really good. And what happens next?
And then I go back home and I take it, or I follow the instructions that he's given me.
Mm-hmm.
And I can feel it working.
How does that feel?
I do just feel stronger. It doesn't feel like there's an immediate physical reaction. Just the knowing that it's working.
Okay. You're doing really, really good. And so you took this and then you achieved that goal?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And what else do you notice? Is there anything else you'd like to mention about this?
No, otherwise just by myself. It feels important that I'm doing this on my own, just with the assistance of the shopkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nobody that I've talked to about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody that I've told about it.
Yeah. Great. You're doing so good. And what's the very next thing that happens? After we've taken this and we've won the award, and then what happens next? You're doing really good.
And it feels like now I have to prove that I can do it again. I don't know how, but they just won't accept that I have done this.
So the people are asking you to prove that you can achieve that accomplishment again?
Yes, they're asking me to prove that it's real, that I can do it.
Uh-huh.
Not necessarily in the same way, but like prove it, to show how I did it, because they still don't believe that I'm capable of such a thing.
Uh-huh. So the townspeople are asking this?
It's the other soldiers.
The other soldiers. Okay. And then what happens? What do you decide to do?
I think I show them.
Uh-huh.
I think I do it.
Uh-huh.
I still don't know what it is.
Right. That's okay.
Maybe it's moving something very heavy by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're surprised by what they're seeing, that I can do it. But even then, they won't accept it. Now they're wondering how I did it.
Mm-hmm. And then what happens? So you prove to them that you can do it, but they're still not accepting it. And what happens next?
I don't want to tell them that I got help
Right.
to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to have it be enough that I can do it.
Right. But they're not, even though they've seen it again, they're not accepting it.
And yeah, even that's not enough. Now they know I have help.
How do they know?
I must be a woman in this life, and they just can't imagine. But they're right. I didn't do it by myself, but I did do it.
Right. Yeah. So they're still just questioning and questioning.
Yes, and now they're accusing me of getting help, and I'm lying and telling them I don't know what they're talking about.
Right.
But they're mad.
You're doing so good. So they're accusing you, they're not believing, and then what happens?
I mean, they're right. I did get help, but I don't know what happens next.
Okay.
I can't see.
Okay. You're doing so good. You're doing really, really good. We'll just leave that scene. Let's just take a couple deep breaths. And with each breath, just letting the mind go. Each breath, just letting the body go deeper and deeper into relaxation. You're doing so good. We're just going to leave that scene and drifting and floating to another day of importance in that lifetime we are viewing. Another day where something important is happening. Be there now. And now tell me, what's the very first thing that you notice?
There's a trial, but not an official trial. Just a accusation, and they won't let it go. And I'm in another place, like a secluded place.
Like alone? Did they took you from your house?
They took me there, or I went there.
Okay.
It's not clear how I got there, but it's like it's away from everyone else. And there's just a few of these guys there with me, still taunting me and accusing me. I don't know what they want from me.
So, describe more the trial. When you came in, it was a trial?
Like, it feels like I'm on trial.
Okay.
Like I'm trying to defend myself and my actions.
Right.
And they're just accusing me.
Okay, so in this secluded place, they're accusing you. Yeah. And it feels like you're on trial. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. You're doing really good. And what happens next?
It doesn't matter to them how I achieved it, what I've done. They don't want me with them. I'm not. They don't think I'm as good. They don't think I deserve what I achieved, my recognition.
Right.
I don't know if they hurt me or just scare me enough into leaving. But it doesn't feel good.
Right. So they accused you a lot and they're not believing, and then, and when you say leave, what are you seeing, please? Just describe what you're seeing.
I feel like I just decide to go.
Like leave town?
Yes, like I'm just gonna go.
Right.
I'm just gonna leave and be somewhere else where other people don't know about this and don't have the same accusations and...
Right. That makes sense. So what do you see? Where are you headed as you leave?
I'm walking into a forest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on a path. I can't tell if I don't have a lot of stuff with me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just kind of leaving from there. Like I didn't go back to my house to get things. I just left.
Right.
I'm by myself. And I know I'll be okay, but I just have to go.
Right.
I just don't belong here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They won't let me belong here.
Right. You're doing really, really good. And let's just drift and flow a little bit forward in time to where you are headed as you leave town. Be there now, and now tell me, where did you go?
It's another small town, but this one's more rural. This is in the countryside somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like I went through some hills and mountains to get here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm new here. Nobody knows the stories of my past.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can just build a quiet life for myself away from the people that wouldn't leave me in peace.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't.
How are these town people? Do they accept you?
They're very welcoming. They're nice.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know anything about my past.
Right.
So they just welcome me in with open arms, and they feed me, and they give me water,
Mm-hmm.
and they let me stay with them. They just take me in and accept me.
That's nice. You're doing really good.
I can just do work for them
Mm-hmm.
and kind of just keep my head down, get my basic needs met,
Mm-hmm.
and decide where to go from here.
Okay. And what do you decide to do? Do you stay or do you leave?
I think I stay for a while,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know how long.
Okay.
I can't see.
Right. You're doing really good. Let's just leave that scene. We're going to drift and flow to another important day. A day where something is happening. Be there now. And now tell me, what's the very first thing that you notice?
I think it's time to go again, but not because I have to. It's just time to move on. And they're sad that I'm leaving, but they understand
Mm-hmm.
that I have dreams for something bigger than just this quiet little life.
Mm-hmm.
And so they packed me up some stuff, and they're wishing me well.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that they'll miss me and that I will miss them. But I also know that this is what I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm meant to live more than just a small, quiet life in a small town.
Right.
And that I have to go on another trek to get to where I need to be.
Mm-hmm.
But this time I at least have some stuff with me
Mm-hmm.
that they're sending me with.
That's nice. Yeah, that's good. Okay, you're doing really good. Let's just drift and flow a little bit forward in time and space to where you're headed to, and be there now. And now tell me what you notice, please.
It's another big town. There's a big gate at the entrance to this town.
Mm-hmm.
Big wall around this town. And I'm at the gate asking to be let in.
Okay.
And they're asking me what business I have here.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them I've come to fight for them. That I want to come and
Mm-hmm.
work for them.
Right. And what do they do? Do they let you in?
I think they let me in cautiously.
Mm-hmm.
But they do agree to let me go in. And they tell me where to go.
Okay.
It's like an intake area where I go and explain, and I tell them about my past, but not all of it.
Uh-huh. And then what happens?
And they agree, they let me in. And they feel like I'm on probation, like I'm there, but they're watching me.
Right.
And I'm not yet one of them, but they're willing to let me show what I've got and try.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm there.
Mm-hmm. And then what happens?
And so I'm training with them, and I'm showing them, I'm practicing with them. I'm good, and they acknowledge that I am good. But they're also weary of how it's not normal.
Mm-hmm.
But they're willing to let me continue to work with them.
Mm-hmm.
And join them. And so I practice alongside them.
Mm-hmm.
And I do show them that I can do it.
Uh-huh.
And they start to accept me. And they're willing to let me fight alongside them.
Mm-hmm. You're doing really good. Let's just drift a little bit forward in time and space, and tell me, what's the very next thing that you notice?
I'm on a horse.
Mm-hmm.
And we're riding into battle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who we're fighting, but there's lots of us. Lots of us on horses.
Mm-hmm.
And we're really going fast on these horses. And we're going with our spears.
Mm-hmm.
And our weapons. And I don't know who we're going to fight, but I do belong. I'm just fighting with them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to be a part of something.
Yeah. And then what happens? You're in this battle and you're fighting along them and happy to be a part. And what happens next?
And then we're fighting. And lots of people are dying.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still on my horse. I'm still fighting.
Yeah.
And I can't see who's winning. Just lots of chaos.
Mm-hmm.
I see lots of my new friends aren't making it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of death around me.
Mm-hmm.
But so far I'm still alive.
Okay. As you look around this scene, is there anything you notice that's important that you'd like to mention?
There's so many dead.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I don't know what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're doing really, really Let's just drift and float to the end of the battle. Now you're there. And now tell me, what's the first thing you notice, please?
I'm hurt.
Okay. Can you tell how?
I can't tell how, but I'm bleeding.
Okay. You will not have any physical sensations, and you can watch this as an observer if you'd like to.
Well, it feels like my side is hurt, and there's a lot of blood, but I don't see, I can see the blood, but I don't feel the pain. I can't tell if this is a critical wound, but I can feel myself being woozy.
And is there anyone there to help you, or are you all alone?
I don't know if they're here to help me, but I'm not all alone. I'm asking for mercy.
Okay, so it's the other people.
But I don't know if I'll get it. But they're taking me somewhere.
Okay. So you're wounded and asking for mercy, and they're taking you somewhere. And then what happens next? You're doing so good.
And then we go, and I'm in front of someone important, but I don't know who. And I'm basically pleading my case and trying to just stay alive. And I'll give them whatever they want, whatever I can.
Yeah.
And they seem maybe open to the idea of letting me live, because I am maybe unique. They're not used to seeing women in battle. They're not used to seeing us survive against such odds. It's more of be like a collector's item. That's what it feels like.
Okay. So what do they decide to do? What happens next?
So they decide to let me live, but as a prisoner, as entertainment for them. I will have to serve them in exchange for them letting me live and for offering medical attention to my wounds.
Okay.
But at least I'm alive.
You're doing really, really good. And how do you feel about that exchange? Like, at least you're alive.
At least I'm alive.
Yeah.
And they seem reasonable, not so unkind.
Good. Okay, you're doing so good. Let's just drift and flow a little bit forward in time and space to another day where there's information for you. Be there now, and now tell me, what do you notice, please?
Now I can tell they like me, that I've kind of gotten the favor of this person. They're amused by me, not like I'm funny, but because I'm challenging and witty. Even though I'm a prisoner, I don't act like it. I won't do everything they say. And and they think it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting to be around me.
Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel?
I feel like I might be able to get closer and get out of this situation if I just work this angle right. That I can have a more free life. Maybe there's still restrictions, but that I can use it to my advantage.
Right. And what happens? Are you able to accomplish that?
Seems for a while, at least for a while, that I can not trick them, but make them feel and see what I want them to,
Right.
what I need them to.
You're doing so good. Let's do this. Let's just leave that scene. We're just gonna drifting and floating to the last day of that life in the lifetime we were viewing. The very last day of that life in the lifetime we were viewing. You can watch this as an observer if you want to. Be there now, and now tell me what's the very first thing that you notice, please.
We're older. He's older. The man that has taken to start liking my company. It seems as though I was successful, and he's dying now. And I'm sad. And I'm not sure what this means for me in my future. It might just not be worth it. And if he's going, then maybe it'd be better if I just went too. It feels like maybe there's poison that I can take and just be done with this. I don't want to try again. I'm too old. I won't be able to gain the favor again.
Right.
And I think maybe I just take the poison to leave with him. But at least it was a good life.
Right. You're doing really good. So is that what you decide to do? If you just drift forward a little bit in time and space, do you decide to take the poison and leave with him? Or just tell me the very next thing you notice.
It's just darkness.
Okay. You're doing so good.
I'm either in a dark cave or I took the poison and it's dark. But it's hard to tell.
You're doing so good. So you see this darkness, and then if you just forward a little bit, what do you notice next?
I'm alone again.
Okay.
And I'm sad. And I think I wish I had just taken it.
Oh, so you didn't end up taking the poison?
I think I didn't before, and now I regret it. And now I'm just going to be left here to rot, just to wither away, and I don't feel healthy.
And where are you? Can you tell me what you're seeing, please?
It's just a dark cave, or just a dark pit. There's rock around, but there's dirt on the floor.
Okay.
I feel trapped. I might be a prisoner here.
Right. And then what happens next? You said you feel like you're left here to wither away.
Yeah, like I wish I would have just taken the easy way out.
Right.
And now I'm here and they're just not going to do anything with me. I think I'm just here to live out my days until I die.
Okay. You're doing so good. Let's just drift and flow a little further in time and space to the very last day of this lifetime we are viewing. Be there now, and now tell me, what do you notice, please?
I'm just so tired. And I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm still in this dark place. And I'm just gonna let go and go on. I know it's the end. And that's okay. I'd rather be gone.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just let go.
Mm-hmm. You just let go. And now that you're on the other side, that you've let go of that body in that lifetime and you're on the other side, please tell me the very first thing that you notice.
Just resting.
You're just resting. Tell me what you see around you, please. You're doing so good as you rest. What do you notice?
Feels like I'm just in a forest. Just napping.
And as you rest and you look back at the lifetime that we just were reviewing, every lifetime has a lesson. What was the lesson of that lifetime as you look back?
That sometimes, even if you achieve what you want, it comes at a cost. And a cost that's maybe not worth. Is the price worth it? Is it worth it to get what you want? But also that you are strong and you can get whatever you want. You can get it. It just comes with a cost.
Right. That's a really good lesson. As you look back on this lifetime, what do you see as the purpose of this lesson, please? This purpose of this lifetime? Or the goal of this lifetime?
It's not clear. Maybe to learn that everything does come with a cost.
You chose to bring forward this lifetime. Why did you pick that lifetime, please?
Because she gets what she wants, but she also loses everything.
Could you explain a little bit more of that for her so she'll have full understanding? She gets what she wants, but she loses everything.
She can always have what she wants, but she needs to consider whether the cost is worth the outcome, whether the actions she will be required to take to get there.
Right. That makes sense. Is there anything else you'd like to say about that for her at this time? About the cost and the actions?
You don't know what you don't know. And so sometimes it's better to just be grateful for what you have than to push it too far and end up regretting the decisions that you made.
Right. That is so true.